Miguel Carnero, the kicking specialist for the Rangers, has it teed up in midfield, advances on the ball, and we're underway here in Pampa. He'll pull it to the left, taking it the 7-yard line there by Jimenez, trying to come back behind Splawn. Good special teams by the Rangers. They just flowed through their big-time hits on the 15-yard line. And the one that really put the pop on the player that time, the special teamer, will be Fabian Vigran. Nice job. I think I got the wrong one. Yeah, number 33, Fabian Vigran made that tackle. I was thinking Fabian wore number 73, but I guess they changed his number this week. In any case, the Pampa Harvesters not real good field position. They'll start from their own 15-yard line. Clendenin will be the quarterback in shotgun formation. He will have Nathan Webb, one of the two running backs, off to his right. Two receivers right, two receivers left. Good splits for the Harvesters. He'll roll to right and wants to throw. Man in his face. Throws quickly on out pattern. It's going to be caught and out of bounds quickly. Height advantage there for the Harvesters as Shane Hodge in coverage that time. And Braden Hunt made the catch, 6'1", 181-pound senior. An 11-yard pickup from the 15-yard line out along the Rangers sideline for an 11-yard gain to the 26-yard line, where the Harvesters have one play and one first down in the ball game already. The Rangers visiting team in their road white jerseys, red pants, red headgears. The Harvesters in their green pants and jerseys with gold numerals and gold trim, and the white headgears with that Pampa P on top. Well, here he comes in a sweep, and here comes the same young man that caught the pass, and he's going to pick up another 10 yards from the 26 to the 36. That one might be a foot or so shy, but taking the handoff is Braden Hunt from his motion position as a right flanker. Came across the formation, took it to sweep to the left side, and the Rangers really didn't have anybody turning it in until he picked up another 10 yards. So quickly, 2 plays, 2 first downs, one by passing, one by running for the Harvesters. 2 first downs. Oh, second down. It's not first down yet. I just assumed that was another 10.
They gave him 9 there.
Fake right, comes back left. Same player on the screen. Is going to be hit and drop for maybe a 2-yard gain. Tackle was made that time by Sammy Gutierrez, hustling out there in coverage. They fake left and ran the screen to the right. Same guy again. Braden Hunt made the catch. Picked up 2 yards, only needed 1. Now the Harvesters have their second first down. I was a little bit ahead of myself and had a little help from my friends to realize that it was only a 9-yard pickup the first time.
Well, we gave you the fingers.
Yes, both of them. Showing second down.
Second, 2. You can always count on us to do that for you, Ken.
Both ends tight with the flanker each way now. Actually, is going to try to go long down the middle. Man, there, great job. And he made the catch anyway.
Wow.
Jake Hoagland really was in position to make the interception. He tipped it, and somehow pulling it down is Garrett Erickson. And he will move from the 37-yard line. He gets 13 to midfield and another 25. It's a 40. Let's do my math right. 38-yard pickup for Pampa, and they have it first in at the Perryton 25-yard line. Boy, that was nice coverage that time by Jake Hoagland. It hit him. He didn't have a chance to really see it coming. Hit bounced right out of his hands into the hands of the favorite receiver, Garrett Erickson. First down Pampa at the Perryton Rangers 25-yard line.
Great concentration by Erickson. Wow.
Sprint left, throw out there for 1-yard line before he's hit and knocked down by Chance Bays. It's a 4-yard pickup for the Harvesters. That pass was completed to Corbin Clifton. So already you can see that Coach Heath Parker's offense is an offense that likes to involve all of their receivers. And they've had one running play for 9 yards, and all their pass plays have been caught so far, and it's second down 6 at the Perryton Ranger 21-yard line. Moving from the south to the north, our right to our left here in the first quarter are the hometown Pampa Harvesters. Shotgun formation again, 2 left, 2 right. Now the head linesman stops play with the whistle and has a flag on the turf, which usually means when they stop play, it's against the offense. We'll see what they say.
Illegal substitution, or nope, some motion already.
Illegal motion, first penalty of the ball game. Give the Rangers a little bit of
same
hope
old
here.
thing. Are you looking for a top quality computer system built to your exact needs? No more off-the-shelf cookie cutter computers for you. You've been down that rocky road before, and it's bumpy. Are you ready to step up to something better? Look at A-Tech for you. Top quality custom-built computer systems and PC World's #1 notebook, ASUS. Call A-Tech for you at 435-4006 for for the best computer systems on the
And the
market.
Pampa Harvesters have taken this ball from their own 15-yard line and moved it to the Perryton Rangers, now 26-yard line after that 5-yard penalty, where they have it 2nd and 11. Glendenning brings them up. He has 2 receivers left, 2 right, and a tight end to the left as well. And he'll be going out. He rolls to the right. Pressure coming from Sammy Gutierrez, wide open on the drag pattern across the middle, touchdown. Lining up at tight end and running an out pattern and then bringing it back onto a post pattern. The throw was caught by Corbin Clifton for a 26-yard touchdown, and Pampa absolutely made it look easy. It's hard to believe that this team has had the troubles they've had so far, but they really made that drive look easy. An 85-yard drive, and it didn't take but 2 minutes and 13 seconds off the clock. Point after attempt coming right up. Colton Adams is the kicker. The holder is Jonathan Palasic. Palasic would put it down right there on the 10-yard line. The snap is back. It's on the tee, and it's on the way. And it's up, and it is good. So 9:47 left here first quarter here in Pampa at Harvester Field. Our score, the Pampa Harvesters 7, the Perryton Rangers nothing. You're listening to Ranger Football on 98.3 KXDJ.
Some say banks aren't lending money. Doug Hale, president of Perryton National Bank, says that may be true there, but not here.
We have plenty of money to loan at Perryton National Bank. We're a $125 million bank. Interest rates are at historically low levels. They're lower than they've been in the last 30 or 40 years. So now's a great time to be borrowing money.
The money you need is available. Stop by Perryton National Bank today. No appointment needed. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Well, the Pampa Harvesters have scored over 40 points per 2 ball games so far here on their home field and lost both of them. We'll find out now if their defense can do anything against the Rangers, but they go 6 plays in 2 minutes and 13 seconds and score 85-yard drive.
Kickoff taken by Shane Hodge at the 20. He finds room up the middle. It gets across the 30, 35, out across the 40 before he's knocked down on special team play there by Anthony Allen for the Pampa Harvesters. So nice return there by Hodge as he took it back just between the 20 and 25, I think. And he takes it back about 20 yards out to the 42-yard line where the Rangers have excellent field position. C.J. Swift is your starting quarterback for the Rangers. Chance Bays has been in at fullback quite a bit. If he's not there, then you'll find Jake Hogan on the field, and I think I see Jake in the huddle now. So they're going to start with single running back and a tight end and 3 receivers. Hogan will line up in the slot to the left inside Tovio Palma, as will Willie Lopez to the left. Shotgun formation for the Rangers. Back to throw C.J. Swift right quick. Looks, now under some pressure. He'll roll to the right. Try to get outside. Cuts inside 1. He'll battle his way up across the 45. Picks up about 3 yards. He's going to be knocked down there by middle linebacker Trent Carter, one of the co-captains for this Pampa football team. It'll be a 3-yard pickup. So the first play was a called pass play, but C.J. did not see what he wanted to see in Pampa's coverage, and so he decided to tuck it and run, and he picks up 3 going around the right side. This time, Braden Werner splits right. Have a split to the left, double slot right. In motion comes Shane Hodge. He'll get it. Dodge 1. Another. Going to be hit and knocked down for no gain. Boy, first man through really slowed him down. The tackle was finally made that time by Zach Organ. Organ is the rover or the strong safety for this team. No gain there. 3rd down and 7 for the Rangers. So Pampa. And I'll tell you this, Chris, last week the Rangers didn't look very good on their first 2 series, and Randall was moving the ball at will. Then the Rangers found a way to get it back together. So this is a similar start to that. Shotgun formation, 3rd and 7, pressured coming, rolls out, wants to throw, man trying to get long. It's going to be caught and then intercepted, taken out of the hands of Vital. Vital had it for a moment, and then Zach Organ just picked his pocket on a long pass downfield, and that's better than a punt. As the line of scrimmage is the 45-yard line in Perryton territory, and the interception was made all the way down to the 12. So basically, that's a 48-yard punt, but we'd rather have the reception and have it 1st and goal to go. So an interception thrown there, but the hands of the receiver had it. Oregon did a nice job of just taking it out of the hands of Jesus Vital, and the Rangers have a turnover. And the Pampa Harvesters have their 2nd series ready to begin, thanks to the interception there by strong safety Zach Organ. Was a nice throw there that time by CJ.
Yeah, it was a nice throw, and what kind of a bizarre start. First on the other end, Holguin has the interception, and the offensive man for the Harvesters takes it out of the air on the tip, and then now this one where Vital had it and then lost it.
Running back gets it up the middle. Oh, nice job by Chance Bays to come in a hurry, but not before they pick up about 5. Running back that time is Nathan Webb, a 187-pound senior at 6'3", so good size in the running back to go back there with that quarterback. Picked up a short 5. It'll be second and a long 5 needed there for the Harvesters as they have the ball resting just outside of their own 16-yard line. Rangers trying to find a way defensively to slow this Harvester attack down. So far it's been a game of pitch and catch between the quarterback and his receivers as they've yet to put one on the turf. Second down and 6 in motion. They're going to hand it going wide to the right. A little speed there, cuts it back, finds an opening across the 20-25, steps out of a tackle. The 27 being chased, and he's run out of bounds over there on the pursuit there by Octavio Palma, also in pursuit for the Rangers. Would be Tony Herndon, but not before they picked it up from the 17-yard line all the way out to the 30, close to the 39-yard line. So it's going to be a 22-yard pickup, and the ball carrier that time was Ryan Jimenez in a motion position across the formation. So the Rangers have yet to pick up a first down, and the Harvesters have another first down, their 5th of the ball game. 1st and 10 at their own 39. Fake right, wants to throw back left. It's going to be taken in the screen. Rangers break the screen. Nice job by that's Jessie Rodriguez. Boy, a hard pump fake to the right and throwing it back to Michael Fisher coming back in behind the screen. He'll take it for 2 yards, and great play defensively there by Jessie Rodriguez, who's been, if not the most impressive defensive player of the year, certainly one of the 2 or 3, because he does get in on a lot of tackles, and that one right there was a big one as he split the screen to get to Fisher to hold him to a 2-yard gain. Second down and 8 now for the Pampa Harvesters. 6:53 to go first quarter. The Harvesters 7, Rangers nothing. Going to the left, wants to throw. Pressure coming. Cuts back, finds a man out there, and he overthrows. That's the first incomplete pass. Coverage was being provided that time by Octavio Palma on the intended receiver, Corbin Clifton. And the Harvesters, nice pressure that time, forced Clendenin into throwing it over the Pampa bench over here on the west side of Harvester Field.
Well, nice coverage downfield as well for the Rangers, who forced him to delay and then scramble, and the Rangers were getting some pressure at the same time on Clendenin to force the incompletion.
Oh, a nice crowd here on the home side for homecoming in Pampa. Huge stands, and they're pretty well full across the way. A nice representation of Perryton fans, although I think part of those people over there may be an overflow from Pampa. Still a nice representation for both schools. It's 3rd down and 8 for Pampa from their own 42-yard line. The snap is back. Looking right now left, wanting to throw and let him in get loose, but that's good coverage there by Octavio Palma, and it's going to be overthrown. Great step-for-step coverage by Octavio Palma. The cornerback for the Rangers was right there with the intended receiver, Ryan Jimenez. And Clendenin looked and looked and still tried to go, and he threw it over both the receiver and the defender out of bounds, harmlessly incomplete. So the Ranger defense appears to have held. Clendenin is your punter, and I never like it when a quarterback's also the punter. You can do so many things. But with this field position at their own 42, most likely Coach Heath Parker would like Clendenin to kick the ball away. Tight punt formation, both ends in tight. Rangers have Shane Hodge standing back on his own 20-yard line. He's going to be kicking away from Hodge. Hodge is going to take it at the 25 anyway on the run across the 30, spins out of 1 up to the 36-yard line. So taking it at the 30-yard line, not a great punt that time. 28 yards is all Clendenin was able to get on that punt. And the Rangers have, again, pretty darn good field position.
Well, thanks to the job by Shane Hodge right there. How about coming up on the dead run? And Harvester coverage coming down, bearing down on him. He caught that one just a step or 2 away from the defenders. And that ball, Ken, could have rolled inside the 20 easily. Instead, the Rangers, as you say, good field position. They take over at their own 36.
And it appeared that Shane might have split the early pressure man before he's hit by the second wave of tacklers. Tight right, split left. Hodge goes in motion to the left. Straight up the middle, they go on the fullback trap. They're going to have a flag fly on the play after a 3-yard pickup by fullback. So the Rangers get a little bit of help from the penalty there. They've been sprinkling in runs and passes, as Coach Hug shared that they would be doing through the first dozen plays of the ball game. 1st and 5 at their own 41 for the Rangers. Tight right is Werner. Split left, flanker to the right side, offset eye to the weak side. They're going to come back on the counter dive. Opening there for Shane Hodge. Shakes and bakes it, gets around one. Another one, and he's going to be hog-tied and knocked down, but not before he picks up a chunky yardage from his own 41. He gets 9 to midfield and another 6. So it's a 15-yard pickup for Hodge. He's going to be knocked down defensively by the Pampa Harvesters. Young man who's wearing number 44 and not on the roster.
Shane Hodge, your offensive player last week, but he also, Coach Hug and staff also gave honors to the entire offensive line, both of them. Again, Hodge and that line did a good job there.
Same play again, the opening there, but he faked it. Man open is Octavio Palma, takes it into the 15-yard line. Palma 5, touchdown, Perryton Rangers. Boy, a beautiful play-action fake as Hodge takes the same play through the middle, but this time it was faked. And C.J. Swift rolled left, Palma wide open behind the secondary, hauls it in, and it's going to be a 44-yard touchdown for the Perryton Rangers. So just like that, the Rangers have answered, and they pull back within 1 with 5:52 to go first quarter. It's the Harvesters 7, the Rangers 6, and the point after coming right up, and they will spot it down. Zach Allred will hold it. Miguel Carnero will be the kicker, and he's 7 for 8 on the year, is Carnero. Snap is backing on the tee, and it's right down the middle as well. And here in Pampa, with 5:52 to go first quarter, we're all knotted up at 7 apiece between the Perryton Rangers and the Pampa Harvesters. You're listening to Ranger Football on 98.3
If your job requires steel-toe work boots, you know who you are. And so does Red Wing Shoes. We've been making steel toes so long, Red Wing and steel toe are nearly one and the same. We stubbornly still use premium leathers, hand stitching, and build a range of styles so you get exactly what your job needs. Steel Toes by Red Wing Shoes. Built to fit, built to last. Since 1905.
For Red Wing boots, Carhartt, embroidery, screen printing, signs, banners, and ad specialty products. See DS Design, 212
Perryton
South
Rangers
Main.
go 64 yards and get 7 on a 44-yard touchdown pass from C.J. Swift to Octavio Palma. And here in Pampa, we are tied at 7.
Jimenez makes this catch at the 8 on the kickoff return. Tries to get behind the blockers, but cannot. Again, the Rangers special teams doing a great job down there. So many, but Brian Werner was there. And, gee, just 3 or 4 others. It's too hard to catch all their numbers. I think Cade Keith got a piece of that action as well. It's going to return it from the 8-yard line out beyond the 20-yard to the 21-yard line. And the Pampa Harvesters will have their 3rd series of the ball game. They made it look easy on that first touchdown drive. The Rangers held them on their second possession and got a touchdown quickly of their own. And we're all tied up at 7 apiece with 5:47 to go first quarter. Both ends flexed, both wide men wider than that. Going to turn and give it to Jimenez up the middle. Good blocking there. Jesse Rodriguez gets off his blocks and make the tackle, but not before he picks up about 3, maybe 4 on the play as he gets it from the 21.5-yard line to the 25, a pickup of about 4 on the play. That's stretching it to say 4. Let's give him 3. And that was Jimenez, the ball carrier for the Harvesters, Ryan Jimenez. Kick return specialist also comes in there and lines up in the backfield some beside Clendenin. This time he's to the left of Clendenin. Clendenin has 2 receivers right, 2 left. Rangers bring up the blitz look. They're going to fake, want to throw. Screen passes there. And boy, the Rangers are all over that. Boy, great job, Octavio Palma. But he got a little help in a hurry from both Merkel and also coming in there to get a piece of that tackle for the Rangers is Josh Garcia. So the Rangers defense has found some ways to be a little bit more aggressive. That little screen pass didn't work. It actually lost yardage. Lost about 3 back now to where they're faced to a 3rd and 9 situation for the Harvesters. Just under 4:40 to go first quarter. The Harvesters scored first, the Rangers second. We're all tied up at 7 points apiece. Now 3rd and 9 for Pampa. Snap is back, he's looking right. Pressure's coming, but he sidesteps. Now he's going to throw long, and it's going to be way wide of the target and fall incomplete. Good coverage out there by Jake Holguin as he provided the coverage that time on the intended receiver, Corbin Clifton. And the pass is no good, and Pampa, for the 2nd series in a row, would be forced into a punting situation. Anytime you have the quarterback back there doing the punting, I always just say it's a punting situation. That doesn't mean he's going to punt it.
You would think he would from standing inside his own 10, though.
Yeah, you would. The line of scrimmage is the 23-yard line. And so the Rangers, Shane Hodge stands back at his own 41-yard line. The punter is back at his 9. Clendening gets off a boomer this time. Hodge drifts under it at the 44-yard line. Cuts left, cuts right, zigzags, cuts back up, tries to split him, gets it across midfield. So if the 23-yard line was the line of scrimmage, they had 27 yards to midfield plus 6, a 33-yard punt off the toe of Clendening, and a nice return that time by Shane Hodge.
And the Rangers take over again with excellent field position in Harvester territory at the Pampa 46. And so far, Ken, the Rangers have sure won the field position battle. Their first drive began on their own 36. That last scoring drive, on their own 42 on the first drive. That scoring drive, last possession on their own 36, and now on the Harvester 46.
Tight right split left for the Rangers. Straight ahead dive. They go to Hodge. Hodge steps off one another. The holding penalty. He breaks the tackles to the 30. Speed to the 20. Hodge to the 10, and he's going to be dragged down inside the 10, but there will be a holding penalty. Right as the hole opened, you could see the umpire throw a flag, and it's going to be all for naught as the Rangers look like they had a 46-yard possibility of a touchdown. It was knocked down. It was a 39-yard run, but it will not count. First and 20 now at their own 44-yard line. Tie right split left offset eye. Up the middle they go. Hodge is going to be hit. He will not even get back quite to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 20. Rangers might have got away with one there. Chance Bays looked like he might have moved just a fraction of a second early, but no flags fly on that one. And the Perryton Rangers face a second down and very long. 2nd and 20. As they'd say, Hodge did make it back to the line of scrimmage. A lot of substitution coming in out of the ball game for the Perryton Rangers. Coming in this time for the Rangers, Kevin Herrera is one of the men coming in off the bench. He'll split left. Also have Britton Tarango split to the right. Snap down the line option, gets it out to Hodge. He's trying to get around the one man. The guy does a great job defensively of holding his ground and then waiting for pursuit help. The man first making the tackle is that young man who, for whatever reason, is not on our roster. And we went down to get rosters, and all they had in the press box were Perryton rosters and nothing on Pampa. So I thought the one we had from the first game of the year might suffice, but evidently they've moved a JV player up. Did a great job that time outside. And in the process, he got a little help, too, from the hustle of his defensive middle linebacker, Trent Carter, who got there to get a piece of the tackle. So the Rangers face 3rd and very long. They'll line up 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Both ends are split with that double slot to the left side. Now they're going to run a little screen in the middle. It's going to be caught by Jake Hoagland. He's going to step out of one but can't get away. He'll be dropped down for a 5-yard gain on the play. Tackle made there by Zach Oregon, the 179-pound senior rover, the young man who made the interception earlier in the ball game. And the Rangers, with that penalty starting this drive, it just killed them. Now have a 4th down and 16 with the ball resting on the 49-yard line, right in the middle of the P. In the middle of the Pampa Harvester field.
Oh, that's gross.
Well, I thought I'd beat you to it. Both ends split now, and Hoagland stands back at his own 33-yard line, gets the snap, gets the toe into it. It's low, it's returnable. It's going to be taken at the 20. Nice sidestep there by, now that's not who I thought it was. Now flag will fly. Were you expecting an illegal block in the back? On the punt return that time was Mitchell. 1:43 to go here in the first quarter. Pampa 7, Perryton 7, as the Rangers could do themselves a big favor if they could find a way to get a turnover of their own here. As Pampa has 2 receivers right, 2 left, 1 man to the right side of Clendening in the backfield. He'll take it, drop back, he'll run the little screen, and it's going to be caught. Not hardly any Rangers around. Good job of cutting the right ball. Nice open field tackle as well, made there by one of the Perryton Rangers. That tackle was made by Tyler Heck, and he did a heck of a job of making that tackle because there was only 2 defenders wearing red and white out there after they ran that perfect little screen, and it was taken in a hurry and turned upfield for about 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1. Was that Ryan Jimenez again that made that catch?
I'm not sure, Ken.
Well, let's see if he's still in the backfield. I'm not sure if he came out of the backfield to make that screen catch or not. They ran a middle screen that time.
8 of 11 in the air so far for Clendening. He's got 90 yards passing.
That might have been 33, and if that's the case, that was Kendrick Alexander. 2nd and 1 for the Harvesters. They're going to give Kendrick Alexander up the middle. He has speed. He did 1. He picked up about 3 on the play, and he moves it out from the 29 from the 30 out to the 33. Give him 3 yards on the play, and Pampa has their first down. Actually, their second first down since that opening drive. So nice run there by Kendrick Alexander. He was the one that caught the screen moments earlier. And the Harvesters have a 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. We're in the final 42 seconds of the first quarter, and the scoreboard is rolling. They have trips receivers to the right, 1 to the left now. Rangers in their man-to-man defense out there, going to turn and give to the man at the middle. He slips down for a moment. Boy, uses his speed as he gets a little head of steam up. He's going to be hit at the 45 and knocked down, but not before he picks up another 12 from the 33 up to the 45. Spread the defenders out. They turn and gives the ball to Kendrick Alexander, and this 5'10", 165-pound junior gets a good gain up the middle of the Ranger defense for another Pampa first down.
Got that speed. Doesn't look in the few carries we've seen him carry the football that he's got quite the shake and bake, quite the shiftiness of Shane Hodge, but he's certainly got that speed.
Well, they've had their share of speed over the years. I forget the young man's name that was so good a couple of years ago for Pampa. But hey, they had some speed. Both ends flex now about 5 yards, and the flankers wide outside of each. They're going to turn and give it to him again up the middle, and this time he is hit and absolutely decked. Jesse Rodriguez says, we've had enough of that. You showed us that twice. This time you're going nowhere. As Rodriguez hit him and turned him around, Tony Herndon got a piece of that tackle as well. The nose guard and the middle linebacker, and that play will end the first quarter here in Pampa. Our score from Harvester Field, it'll be the Perryton Rangers 7 and the Pampa Harvesters 7. This is Ranger Football on 98.3 KXDJ.
In our economy and in the investment market that we find ourselves in today, sometimes change is important to keep up and hopefully stay ahead. These adjustments in our investment philosophy, adjustments in our direction, and adjustments in the way we do business are often necessary. We strive to provide the very best team possible working with us to help advise our clients in what is the best path to take. This is Bobby Barnett of the Barnett Insurance Agency in Perryton, registered rep with Investment Professionals, Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
Perryton Ranger football as we head to the second quarter, tied at 7. Pampa on the move. They have a 2nd down and 10 at their own 45.
Ditting down in the backfield by himself. Barks the signals on the 2nd and 10. Fakes to the running back. Wants to throw a long man deep. Nobody anywhere close. And he can't quite catch up with it. It'll fall incomplete. Michael Fisher, the intended receiver, had another man running the fly pattern just inside of him. That was Ryan Jimenez. Jimenez had a defender on him, but boy, the defender and Jimenez blocked any of the other Ranger defenders from getting a chance to get over. Wide open and thrown a bit wide and a little bit too long for Corbin Clifton. It'll be 3rd down now and 10 for the Harvesters from their own 45-yard line. So that tackle a moment ago by Jesse Rodriguez and Tony Herndon gives the Rangers a chance to maybe stop these Harvesters, but a team that throws like this, 3rd and 10 might be like a 3rd and 2. Back to throw again, wanting the pressure to come. The pressure getting there, dumps it off, hit and knocked for down for a yard gain, and I'm telling you, putting the hammer on him. And Tyler Heck has shown me a little bit of something just in the 2 hits he's shown here. An open field tackle, and that one was an aggressive tackle on the receiver, Kendrick Alexander. Dumped over the middle for only a 1.5 yard gain. It'll be 4th down. Then Denning stays on the field to do the punting. Pampa out of tight front formation. Be punting from their own 47-yard line. And Shane Hodge stands back at his own 15 in single punt return position for the Rangers. Long snap count here. Rangers poised. He takes it, kicks it away from Hodge. This time he aimed right, kicked it left, and it'll be landing out of bounds down inside the 25. And he's going to walk it back up. He ran way past where it went out. So 3 yards to midfield, and add another 29 to that, a 32-yard punt. Clendening sacrificing punting distance average to keep the ball away from Shane Hodge and the Rangers. Clendening averaging 31 yards a punt in 3 punts here tonight. And ironically, that's exactly the distance of Jake Hoagland's only punt for the Perryton Rangers.
Breeze a little more of a factor now. Looks like it's picked up just a little more out of the east. Of course, this field runs north and south, so not a big factor yet.
Rangers have it 1st and 10, fake up the middle. Now he wants to throw, wide pattern, caught by Jake Hoagland, 28. 35, can hit and knocked down just short of the 40-yard line. They're going to say he gets to the 40, a 19-yard pickup. Play action, roll out to the right by C.J. Swift. Fakes to Hodge up the middle, or was that That might have been a fake to 5 and 6 are hard to tell the difference, but that might have been it was Hodge. As he rolled to the right, he found Hoagland. Hoagland took the ball, turned it up for an extra 10 yards, and he picks up a total of 19 on the play, and the Rangers have their third first down of the ball game, and they now move to much better field position as they have it 1st and 10 from their own 40. Split left, tight right, wing to the right side, true I formation behind C.J. Swift, who's under center. Turns to give to Hodge outside, cuts into the 45, fakes into the side, cuts out to the 50. It will be hit and knocked down just across the 40 in Pampa territory. A 21-yard pickup, and bang, bang, just like that, the Rangers have 40 yards in 2 plays, a 19-yard reception by Hoagland and a 21-yard scamper there by Hodge. And the Perryton Rangers now have the ball inside the Pampa 40-yard line.
I love to watch him run. His shiftiness is just amazing. He's so shifty and so gifted at avoiding tackles and making defenders miss. Sometimes you forget how fast he's moving.
And he's moving fast, and the thing I like about Shane Hodge is he keeps his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and keeps moving, in this case, north and south or from south to north. Tight left, split right, wing to the right, offset eye to the right. Bad snap. C.J. Swift jumps back on it, but we'll lose it down. He may have gained a yard as he pounced on the ball. Unusual for Jessie Rodriguez, who just never comes off the field. He's starting center for the Rangers and very strong, quick side linebacker for the Perryton defense. That time a little misconnection. Actually, he just plays right linebacker. They do not flip-flop their linebackers. The other side of the field, the linebacker, Daddy Escarcega. So let's see what the Rangers do here on 2nd and 10. They say he got back on the line of scrimmage, tie left, split right, wing to the left, I formation. Well, they missed that one. He turned one way and the backs went the other. Now he's going to throw long and throws it out of bounds to avoid the sack. Good pressure coming that time by Michael Kilgo, the quick side linebacker for these Harvesters, and it'll be 2nd and 10. So the Rangers with the fumble snap and then a play that didn't really develop because the backs went one way and the C.J. Swift reversed out to fake the other way, and he ended up having nobody to fake to. And Kilgo was coming.
Going to add insult to injury here. Rangers with a penalty.
Don't let viruses, spyware, and constant updates get you down. Let PTCI and Secure-It Plus take care of your computer. Secure-It Plus provides parental controls, virus and spyware protection, automated Windows updates, a pop-up blocker, and even cleans up your hard drive. For only $5.95 a month added to your monthly bill, you can get peace of mind that never expires. Find out about the product that PTCI employees are referring to as one of the best decisions we ever made. PTCI, Communication and Broadband
penalty, they keep it at 2nd down, and they still need 15 yards now. Well, they have it at the Pampa 44-yard line.
I'm not sure that's not a little bit better for the Rangers, Ken. They would have been 3rd and 10.
Right.
Now it's 2nd and 15, and if you have to punt, at least you got a little more room down here to play with. Try to keep it in play.
Thank you. Jake Hoagland in there at wing slot on the left side as Palma is split to the left. Down the line, a little forward option this time. Now they're going to pitch it outside and bang, just like that. Hodge got it and hit it immediately. And they may have had a bad block in the back by the Rangers trailing the play. But they wanted to run that inside option where Hoagland is the front pitch man on a actual forward pass, holding against the Rangers. My goodness. But the Rangers, Chris, a week ago, not near as many penalties as they had in each of the first 2 games. I think they ended up at 30 or 40 yards at most.
Hodge is going to come out of the ball game for a few minutes, Ken, shaking up there a little bit. It looked like maybe that was a great tackle. May have got up under his face mask a bit and got him on the chin.
Well, that's certainly possible, and sometimes if you hit somebody in the area of the headgear or the top of the shoulder pads, a shoestring will break, and sometimes it's just an equipment problem. But hopefully I'm leaning in that direction, hoping that he's not seeing stars and he's woozy, because we certainly need Shane Hodge in the ballgame.
Yeah, absolutely. Dr. Mann is over there visiting with him a little bit, and he's going to sit down on the bench for a moment. It's more than a bit of equipment problem, even though they have taken his helmet off and are working on it too.
Well, the Rangers have a long 3rd down, and they need 16 now from the Pampa 45-yard line. So this is going to be a long shot. Pampa in the prevent defense, more or less. Hodge is C.J. Swift under pressure now. He'll just tuck and run at the 40, 35, 30, 25. Hit and knocked down, but he has more than enough for a first down. He's moved it from the 45 down to the 22-yard line on the quarterback scramble by C.J. Swift. Boy, he had receivers down long, and whenever he saw the open field, showed a little bit of niftiness in his own right as he covered that 23 yards in a hurry. And the Rangers have another first down. Bit of a long shot when you have 3rd and 15, but that was a 23-yard scamper. On to pull it down and run with it. C.J. Swift on the roll to the right, looking for a receiver down long. Couldn't find him, but found a lot of open green grass or green turf. Tight right split, left slot left. I formation behind Swift. Up the middle goes Chance Bays on the fullback trap. Busts it wide open, and he'll score standing up. Bang! Just like that from 22 yards out. Chance Bays is in the end zone for the touchdown.
How about that hard running by junior Chance Bays? I'm telling you, Chance is a good kid. Always got a great attitude, plays hard, and he's strong as an ox, too.
Did you see the fact that he kind of kept his shoulder square to the line? Because
yes,
he might have shifted a little bit, but he was running toward that goal line the whole time. And he got away from one defender on the angle there and went into the end zone, standing up. The Rangers now have their first lead of the ball game. That was a 22-yard touchdown run by Bays. This one's down on the tee. It's high and just long enough, as it was kind of one of those little dump shots. Kind of like a chunk shot, 60-degree wedge shot. Anyway, it's good by Miguel Carnero out of the hold of Zach Allred. And with 8:32 to go here first half, the Perryton Rangers have their first lead of the ball game. They lead the Pampa Harvesters 14-7. This is Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.
Stability. These are not only things you want from your bank, but qualities you expect from your bank. Unfortunately, we've learned that's not always the case with some big city banks. Perryton National Bank has been serving Panhandle people since 1919. During that time, many things have changed. However, some things have not, like our traditional common sense way of doing business. We've made thousands of personal and business loans over the years to hardworking people who have the ability to pay back those loans. We do require basic financial information and credit history with each loan request. This protects you and helps keep the bank strong and stable. Maybe the big city boys should have looked to rural America for a lesson in common sense.
Hi, this is Doug Hale. At Perryton National Bank, you can count on us for strength, stability, and unmatched commitment to our community. Perryton National Bank is a member.
We're back here in Pampa a little bit late after that break. Sorry about that, folks. The kickoff comes to the kick return specialist for the Harvesters. That would be Ryan Jimenez. He takes it from the 19 out to the 39, a 20-yard return. A nice job by Miguel Carnero to run him out of bounds there as he made a nice move on the first wave of defenders. Snap back, Clendening on the move to the left. Wants to throw, finds a man on the curl pattern, caught it 8 yards down the field. He's going to turn it up, and Octavio Palma will make the tackle, but they move it from the 39 a yard across midfield, so it's a 12-yard pickup on the play. That reception made that time by Braden Hunt of the Harvesters, and it'll be the Harvesters' 8th first down of the ball game. We have 8:15 to go here in the second quarter. The Rangers 14, the Harvesters 7. Pampa with the ball in Perryton territory at the 49-yard line. Shotgun formation. Right guard does a little T-Berry shuffle in there, and it'll be a 5-yard penalty marked off. Jonathan Romo, the 5'9", 212-pound senior right guard for the Harvesters, a little happy with his feet, and it'll cost his team 5. They have a slot on the right with a flanker both ways. Shotgun formation, wanting to throw. Clendening has all day. Will try to go long. Nice job by Jesus Vital of moving to position. I think he's in there at cornerback in the place of Shane Hodge. Hodge still not back in the ball game yet. Looking across over there, trying to see if there's anything else, because when he took that pitch on that option a moment ago, the play before he went out of the ball game, as soon as he took the pitch and looked, the defender hit him right in the numbers and knocked him backwards, and he wasn't ready for that. And sometimes it's not how hard, but it's how ready you are for the blow. I see Shane over there with Coach Cowan talking with his hands on his hip. Looks like he's got his helmet on and looking forward to returning to action for the Rangers.
Yeah, and how about the Rangers, though, Ken, to score that touchdown on 2 big plays, one by C.J. Swift, the other by Chance Bays, with Hodge on the sideline.
That's a big plus. Here comes the Rangers on a blitz. The dump is out here in the flat to the midfield. He's going to try to split the Ranger defenders. Jesus Fatal, nice job there of holding on. Helped out a little bit there defensively
8-yard gain
on the hustling pursuit by middle linebacker Sammy Gutierrez. So it was Jesus Fatal in the game at left corner for Shane Hodge. Made that tackle. They had it 2nd and 15. They picked up 8. It'll be 3rd down and 7 now. They have the ball at the Perryton 46-yard line. Need to get about the length of the ball inside the Ranger 39-yard line for another first down. There might be now in what you would call 4-down territory, or certainly one of those deals when you have the quarterback in the punting formation to try something tricky. They have a receiver left, split wide left, tight left, and then a split right, slot right on the right side. Nobody in the backfield with Clendenning. He'll take it, sits back, wants to throw down. He'll scramble, cuts right, cuts left. The Rangers will hit him and knock him down, but he only picks up about 3 on the play. He needed 7. It'll be 4th down and 4 for the Harvesters.
Well, and you wouldn't think 4-down territory. It's kind of iffy in between, could go either way, but boy, if they fake it and don't get it, Rangers with a real short field and a 14-7 lead.
Shane Hodge back on the field to return this punt, so he's okay now. The line of scrimmage is a 43-yard line. It is a fake. They're going to try to run it right. He's going to be hit, and he'll lose the ball. Hey, he recovered the ball back at the 40 and rolled forward. They're going to give him enough for the first down. Come on, official. That's a terrible spot.
Wow.
It fumbled it back about a foot beyond the 40. He grabbed it and rolled forward, and the official gave him his roll. This is not the NFL, and that right there was a poor job of officiating. Our vantage point will show that, and that's all I got to say about that.
It's going to be close even now. That they have to get that ball just beyond, about looks like about a half a football beyond the 39-yard line, and it is going to be a matter of inches.
Yeah, I think he's got it by the nose of the ball. That's just what it looks like, and he does.
That was a bad spot. Break Harvesters.
Yeah, that right there was the field judge who lines up, and he's getting a near full nearly every time anything happens. That was a 5-yard pickup on 4th and 5. The running back was Trent Carter, who lined up short punt formation, and you can see it coming. Rangers smelt it out, made the hit, caused a fumble. The fumble was on the ground at the 40. He grabs it and rolls forward, and they give him how far he rolled. That's a terrible job of spotting the ball. And now the Harvesters have a 1st and 10 at the Ranger 39-yard line.
I thought that's all you had to say about that.
I thought I said the same thing over again, so it doesn't count. They're going to throw a flag on Shane Hodge for interference as he goes over the top of the intended receiver, Corbin Clifton, on a post pattern down the middle. So it'll be a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. And so from the 39, it'll be down to the 24, where Pampa will have another first down thanks to the big penalty. If your doctor was going to cut
off your leg, you'd want a second opinion. While health is a top issue in life, your money isn't far behind. So wouldn't it be wise to get a second opinion on your best options for saving and investing?
Hello, I'm Clint Allred of Security Insurance. For a no-hassle, no-fee consultation about the best options for retirement and savings, call or come by today. It could help your bottom line. At Security Insurance in Perryton, your financial security is our passion.
Well, it's painful to see that because you can see the fumble. It came loose. It was right there near the 40. Okay, well, that's where you recovered it, but you can't roll forward with it and get progress when you're laying on your back. And when you see that, after Brad Herring films this and play it back on our local television station, you'll see that I think we're right in our assessment, but sometimes we're seeing things because we are colorblind in the favor of red most of the time.
Oh, speak for yourself. I'm always fair and balanced.
5:39 to go, second quarter. 14-7 Rangers with Pampa on the drive as they have it 1st and 10 at the Ranger 24-yard line. Man in motion coming across the formation, gets it going right. Nice job of staying on home there by Shane Hodge. They'll take it from the 24 to the 21. It'll be 2nd down and 7. In motion that time across the formation came Braden Hunt, who opened the game with a sweep or two and a catch or two, and that's the first time he's touched the ball in a while for the green and gold. Pampa's uniforms look a bit different to me this year in the fact that they have gone to their gold numbers and trim instead of having white numbers trimmed in gold on their green home uniforms. Now they have a split right, slot right, split left. They're going to turn and give it to the running back in the middle. Nice job of coming up and decking him, and guess who? Jessie Rodriguez from his linebacking position knocks him down for a loss. A 2-yard loss on the play, and the ball carrier, might be Justice here, was Trent Carter, the young man who carried it, that faked punt, and got the favorable spot to keep this drive alive.
What did you think of that spot on that punt?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I thought that the guy, never mind, I think I've covered it now. I can see that he got close, but when the ball comes loose and he recovers it on one side of his body and rolls, that's just crazy. And
I agree.
Did you see that?
I agree. He wasn't on fire.
No, he was
rolling doesn't count.
No, it shouldn't have to. They have 3 receivers right, 1 to the left on 3rd and long. Rolling. Boy, that's the way to get him in there. Get him in there in a hurry. Probably a delay of the game here. No, a timeout. Pampa right before the snap on 3rd down and 9 at the Ranger 23-yard line. Boy, hustling in there for the Rangers, but getting there just as the whistles were blowing, the play dead was Josh Garcia, who's in there at middle linebacker now. So timeout on the field with 4:11 to go first half. Perryton 14, Pampa 7. You're listening to Ranger Football on 98.3
Are you ready to find a computer system with great customer service to back it up? Are you tired of calling 800 numbers for hours on end just trying to get a straight answer? Call A-Tech for You. At A-Tech for You, we know your time is precious, and we strive to give you the service you need on time, every time. Whether you're a home or a business customer, we are here to serve you. Call A-Tech for You at 435-4006 or stop by 101 South Main in Perryton.
We're back at Harvester Field, 3rd and 9. Now Pampa will roll left as time is in. Roll left, look right, trying to scramble. Finds room, man wide open. It's going to be intercepted by Tyler Heck. The man was open, and Clint Denning threw it short, and Tyler Heck, being the young man that he is, went ahead and made the interception falling down. And that's a good idea because it's just 3rd down. If it had been a 4th down play, the wise thing would be to knock it to the turf and improve your field position. So with that interception by Tyler Heck, the Pampa Harvesters have now suffered their first turnover of the ball game, and the Rangers have it back at their own 5-yard line.
Yeah, you're right, Ken. He had his man in the end zone just under duress, under Ranger pressure, threw that one short. Heck made a heck of a grab up in the air. Came down with it.
Heck's one of 3 or 4 darn good sophomores that they are on the varsity. They're going to turn and give it up the middle. Just a little power play, and we'll see if that was Hodge who's back in there at the tailback position, and it is. Shane Hodge behind the lead blocking of the fullback Chance Bays. Takes it up the middle for about 4 yards as he takes it from the 5 out to the 9-yard line. And the Rangers have it 2nd down and 6. Deep in their own territory with 3:38 and counting here in the first half. Rangers trying to add a 3rd District 3-4A victim to their list of wins this year. Sweep to the left coming Shane Hodge. Behind the blocking, cuts inside out. Breaks it to the 15-20. Shane Hodge to the 30, to the 40. Nobody's going to catch it. To the 50, Shane Hodge to the 40. Hodge to the 25-20. Shane Hodge. Touchdown, Rangers. Wow, 91 yards for the senior running back for the Perryton Rangers.
I think he's okay.
Touchdown, Perryton Rangers.
Boy, he follows blocking perfectly that time, and once he got the position where he could go ahead and drop off that booster rocket, kick it at full speed, he was gone. He just knew that once he got that open, nobody from Pampa was going to catch him. And he takes it down the west sideline, heading from the south to the north, right in front of the Pampa bench. And he takes it 91 yards for the touchdown. 3:12 to go first half. Perryton 20, Pampa 7, and the Rangers kicking specialist Miguel Carnero on to try the point after. Zach Allred will do the holding for the Rangers. See if they can make 7s out of 60s with this extra point. It's a high snap. It's Allred. Nice job of grabbing it, putting it on the tee, and it's up, and it is good. 3:12 to go first half here in Pampa. Our score, the Perryton Rangers 21, Pampa Harvesters 7. This is Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.
Your message is our specialty, featuring custom embroidery and screen printing on almost anything, including signs, posters, and banners up to 20 feet or more. We have thousands of ad specialty products too numerous to mention, including vehicle graphics, cups, frisbees, fans, seat cushions, water bottles, koozies, vinyl stickers, and ball caps. We even have team uniforms. No minimums, no setup charges, no finishing charge, and no charge for digital proofs. That's right, we like to say no. No hassles, just your message to your customer with professional results. That's DS Design, 212 South Main in Perryton.
We're back in Pampa at Harvester Field, where the Harvesters have been playing football since 1946. The last 63 years right here in this space, but the field much prettier now than it's been in the past with the addition of the new turf. Miguel Carnero advances on the ball. A low scribbler taken by Jimenez at the 11. Fakes inside, tried to cut out. He's going to be run out of bounds. Nice job there by Cade Keith, another one of those sophomores on the varsity. Does a great job on special teams. They return out to the 24-yard line. Think they can improve their field position having the Rangers kick it again. Now we got to go down there and light up one of these return men and make him cough it up and get the ball back, and they'll be questioning their decision.
How about two back-to-back possessions by the Rangers, Ken, right after Shane Hodge goes out for a few plays injured. You got the big scramble by C.J. Swift of 23 yards, and then Chance Bays takes it in from 22 to score the touchdown to make it 14-7. And then right back on the next possession, Hodge back in, and second play he takes it 91 yards.
Jimenez fills this one at the 13. He's going to be stepping around one knockdown at the 26. They do improve their field position by 5 yards. The thing about that, right before all that happened, Chris, it was 3rd and 15 at the 45 before the scramble by C.J. Swift kept the drive alive, and then bang, bang, the Rangers have on the ground put a couple of scores on the board, but of course there's a lot of football left against a team that throws the ball around like Pampa. 3:01 to go first half. 21-7 is our score. Rangers on top of the Harvesters by 14. Trips to the left, single split to the right. Single back to the left of Clendening in the backfield. He'll roll to the left, wants to throw. Pressure man knocked down. He throws it too tall for the intended receiver, and diving for it but not able to come up with it is C.J. Swift, the safety. In coverage was Jessie Rodriguez. The intended receiver was that notorious one that wearing 44 for the Harvesters, I think, or was that number 4? That might have been just number 4. I'll check the huddle when they break to see if it is.
Yes.
Number 4, and that intended receiver would be the starting slot back Michael Fisher. Turn fake, wants to throw, man all over him, but it's going to be dumped out here to Jimenez. He's going to be hit, knocked down to 30. Jimenez will gain about 4 on the play from the 26 out to the 30. Gain tackle out there by Willie Lopez and the hustling Josh Garcia for the Perryton Rangers. Garcia in the ball game now for Sammy Gutierrez at middle linebacker, or is he at a different position? No, Gutierrez is still out there. Josh Garcia is out there in the position normally manned by Danny Escarcega. We hadn't called his name much, so there may be an injury there to Danny that we don't know about. But Josh is playing that linebacking position, left linebacker. Now they flip-flop and he goes to the right on 3rd down and 7 for the Harvesters. Trips receivers to the left. He looks right. Now he's going to throw over the middle. Boy, good pressure. He steps through all that. Man open. It's going to be caught at the 40 by the Harvesters sprinting. Kendrick Alexander on 3rd and 7. Boy, you talk about having all day. Clendening steps up very nicely and throws it. And from the 30, they get 20 to midfield, and another 30. It's a 50-yard reception to Kendrick Alexander flying down the field. I'm not sure which Ranger knocked him down.
That was Octavio Palma that caught him from behind. Nice effort, nice speed by Octavio to save the 6.
Well, it didn't look like anybody was going to catch him because he was on a dead run and the ball was thrown perfectly. 1st and 10 at the Ranger 20 now. Turn to the right comes Alexander. Tries to cut inside. Jessie Rodriguez grabs a handful and says, "That's enough for you, buddy. We're going to knock you down for a 2-yard gain." It'll be 2nd down and 8 as they get it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, that was a good job by Clendening on that throw to step up in that pocket. Rangers were getting some pressure but Clendenning stepped up through it into the pocket and aired it out through a 50-yard strike.
Kobe McKinley in there, nose guard. Now they're going to try to the right. Kendrick Alexander has speed, and they're trying to use the ball. He is hit and really decked. Down low, you got Willie Lopez, but up high, C.J. Swift just turned him around at the 15-yard line. He'll pick up another, they're going to call it the 14. He'll pick up another 4 yards. It'll be third down now and 4. With 1:14 to go here first half, Perryton 21, Pampa 7. Harvesters knocking at the door. Rolling to the right is Clendenning, looking to throw, throws it. They're going to say he catches it just inbounds at the 3-yard line. His feet might have been there, but the ball was low, thrown low and out of bounds, and if he picked it up off the turf, it was a great catch there by Jimenez. And that's going to be an 11-yard pickup, first and goal to go for the Harvesters. With 1:04 to go in the half, they have it at the 3-yard line in Perryton territory. Moving from the north to the south here are the Harvesters, our left to our right. From our vantage point high atop, and we do mean on top of the press box here at Harvester Field. First and goal, man in motion. Fakes, Clendenning will keep it to the right. Touchdown, just walks it in. And the Harvesters, with 43 seconds to go, 42.9 to be exact, Pampa is back on the scoreboard, and they cut that Ranger 14-point lead, possibly in half, as on to try the point after for Pampa is Colton Adams, the kicking specialist. The holder wears number 7. Usually it's number 8, but this time it's Jonathan Pulasic. I just have the wrong number. I guess he's changed numbers. Same name, different number. Snap is back, and it's on the tee, and it's really boomed right down the middle. So with only 42.9 seconds left here first half, our score from Harvester Field, the Perryton Rangers 21, the Pampa Harvesters 14. This is Ranger Football on 98.3 KXDJ. And we're back at Harvester Field. Ken Splawn and Chris Samples, 98.3 KXDJ. Coverage of Perryton Ranger football. Rangers now have a 14-point lead, still have a little time left before halftime. Colton Adams will kick it away from the return man. It'll be taken there by Tyler Heck, and he takes it from 40 back out to the 45. The Rangers with the kind of field position where you at least entertain the thought, let's see if we can get something cranking in the last 42 seconds or 40.5 seconds of this first half. Perryton leads the Harvesters by a score of 21-14. And Chris, if they didn't have a reason to kick it away from Hodge before now, that last offensive series might give them some reason.
Well, I'm pretty sure they already had it.
Yeah, 95 yards in 2 plays. Hodge had a 4-yard carry up the middle and a 91-yard carry around left end. First and 10 Rangers. CJ wants to throw, fires a strike, caught by Octavio Palmer at the 45, knocks it out of bounds at the 40. Just like, flagged down where you would expect what you don't want to expect. Be a 16-yard pickup if the play is allowed to stand, but he didn't have a reason to go ahead and take a knee or just run the ball and protect it to burn up the half and take a 7-point lead into the dressing room. That 10-yard holding penalty on the Rangers might give you a reason, but they come out with 2 split left and wide to the right, 2 more. And the Rangers will throw. CJ wants to throw, a little curl pattern. This time it's caught by Braden Werner, the tight end, and he'll dance across midfield and knocked out of bounds at the 47-yard line. So it was a first and 20, and all of a sudden it is a 2nd and 1. So a 19-yard pickup to Braden Werner on that play as he ran down and did a little curl pattern from a split position on the left side of the formation that time for the Perryton Rangers. 27.3 seconds to go. Rangers will have 2 receivers left and 2 right once again. Once to the right are much more split out. CJ wants to throw, has some time, fires it into the turf in the direction of Braden Werner, and the clock will stop with the incompletion with 23.7 seconds left here first half. Again, Harvester scored first, and they made it look easy on a drive that tore chunks out of the Ranger defense on excellent pinpoint passing by Alex Clendenning. Then they held the Rangers, and the Rangers held them before they got their first score. It was 7-7, I believe, at the end of the first quarter. And then the Rangers were able to put a couple of touchdowns on the board here. I'm sorry, it was 14 points in the first quarter for the Rangers, and then they had 7 here.
No,
that's right. Sweep pass to Hodge. Cuts back on 2. Inside the 40 down to the 37. Now I had it right the first time. 7 points first quarter, and then 21 points unanswered by the Rangers for Pampa. Was successful on their last drive.
1st and 10 for the Rangers.
Yeah, but what did you think of that spot earlier?
Well,
Right
I thought it was incorrect. That's all I got to say about that now.
Okay.
I think I've covered that. Beat it to death. Timeout on the field with 15 seconds left, first half. Rangers 21, Harvesters 14. This is Perryton Rangers football on 98.3 KXDJ.
Radio show here on KXDJ. A local area hospital administrator said, "We have to ask ourselves the question: do we trust the government to run our health care?" Well, I think most of us know the answer to that question, don't we? Hello, I'm Bobby Barnett of the Barnett Insurance Agency. We can help you put together a health insurance plan for you and your family or your business, one that still allows you to be in charge. Call us today at the Barnett Insurance Agency in Perryton.
We're back at Harvester Field. 15 seconds left in the first half. Rangers have it 1st and 10 at the Pampa 37-yard line. Double split left, double split right. CJ rolls right, looks right, wants to throw right, under pressure, fires it, out of bounds, incomplete. It's taken out of bounds there by that young man for Pampa, who we do not have a name for that number. That took up
2nd and 10 for the Rangers.
6.2 seconds off the clock, 8.8 left here first half, 2nd and 10 for Perryton. As CJ rolled to the right, pressure came in his face, fired it out of bounds where it was snagged there, but out of the field of play. Palma and Holguin and Willie Lopez all split left. We have one man split to the right. CJ wants to throw, pressure coming. They can feel the screen. They drop back into the screen, and they light up Jake Holguin. They knew that one. You saw the defensive tackle coming through, and as soon as he came through that easy, he just stopped and turned around and ran back in the screen. But it was middle linebacker for the Harvesters who came in and lit Jake Holguin up as he tried to delayed screen across the middle. And that was Trent Carter, the 191-pound junior for the Harvesters. 3rd and 10 with 4 seconds left.
Well, and that one had a chance to be picked off, it looked like. Makes you wonder about that knee with 4 seconds to go.
Yeah, I remember we, against Canyon one night, lost Timmy Oliveras for really the rest of his career, trying to get a little more out of something we might have should have set on and taken into the dressing room. There is a timeout on the field with 4.2 seconds left. 21-14, Perryton on top of Pampa. This is Ranger football on 98.3 KX. Go back here in Pampa. Time for one more play on 3rd and long for the Rangers. Willie Lopez in motion across the formation. They fake the quick pitch. They roll left. Pressure coming. C.J. Swift dragged down from behind, and that will end the first half of play. Nice defensive play made that time by Kendall Hurst. And Hurst pulls down C.J. for a big loss. On the final play of the first half, our score here at halftime. Perryton Rangers 21, the Pampa Harvesters 14. You're listening to Perryton Ranger football on 98.3 KX.
Tell me again why our broker moved our investments to a different company again.
I told you. He said it was better for us.
Oh, that's what I thought you said.
Tired of the investment flip-flop? It's time for security. I'm Clint Allred of Security Insurance. For a no-hassle, no-fee consultation about your best retirement and savings options, call or come by today. At Security Insurance in Perryton, your financial security is our priority.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Perryton Ranger halftime. The flag court is led by senior captains Jackie Frias and Kevin Snyder. Flag court members are Anthony Attaway, Brenda Castro, Dominique Dodson, Vanessa Dodson, Jordan Francis, Stephanie Hargis, and Brenda Hidalgo. The pride of Perryton is under the field direction of seniors John Moreno and Edith Ortega. Drum majors, is your band ready? You may begin tonight's exhibition. Our star leaders from the Randall game are Genesis Huerta, Stephanie Veranda, Michael Rogers, and Colin Van Landingham. James Bond has been a part of American entertainment since Casino Royale, Ian Fleming's first book in the now famous 007 in 1953. During the last 56 years, the British spy has become well-known and well-loved by all. Austin Powers would not be if there had never been a 007. Tonight's show includes the theme from the 64 movie Goldfinger and the James Bond theme, We featured the percussion section to Live and Let Die from the 73 movie of the same name. We continue with the theme from the 81 Bond film, For Your Eyes Only. Soloists are Hector Navarrete on trumpet, Ramon Becerril on saxophone, trumpet duet is Hector Navarrete and Ivan Cortez, and trombone solo is Joey Tarango. And we conclude with the reprise of the James Bond theme. And now, that's going down to Rangerland, the Pride of Perryton, the Perryton Ranger Marching Band.
breaks through, breaks loose, goes 91 yards for the touchdown. And the arrow kick good, and the Rangers will go up 21-7 with 3:12 to play in the first half. And we will come right back to Pampa Harvesters 14, it's Ranger football on 98.3 KTCI. All right, just give us about 90 seconds.
Ray, I don't know. Are you sure clicking this thing will get us online?
Well, try dragging it.
Faster.
Here's the problem. We forgot to plug it in.
Oh, don't even think about it.
It is showtime, baby. Here we go. Red Jam Slam.
4-yard line. They're going to say the knee went down to more like the 35. So the Rangers have excellent field position to start the second half. They won the opening toss of the ball game, deferred to the second half. Therefore, they will have the ball first here in quarter number 3. No time off the clock there as the fair catch was called for and made there by the sophomore Tyler Heck and the Perryton Rangers. We'll have it first and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Palmer to the right, Palmer to the left, Werner to the right, double slot to the right side. Turn, they're going to fake. Quarterback keeper C.J. Swift tries to get outside, and he spun around. Boy, that's not good on the knees or the ankles. Let's see if C.J. pops back up, and he does. But, boy, nice job of getting in there by the middle linebacker. Again on that play. Looked like a good play to run, a little fake to Jake Holgren in motion back across the formation from his right wing back position and tried to keep it, but spelling it out was veteran middle linebacker Trent Carter, and he knocks him down for no gain. Call him veteran middle linebacker. He's just a junior, but he's a 2-year starter for these Harvesters. They'll lose a yard, the Rangers will, on the first play. It'll be second down 11 from their own 34. Tight right, split left. Offset eye to the left, wing to the right. Turn and fake, roll to the left, wants to throw. Man on the drag pattern, caught there by Chance Bays out of the backfield. Boy, nice play-action pass play. They had it at their own 34-yard line. They get 16 to midfield, and Bays adds another 6 to that. A 22-yard pitch and catch there from C.J. Swift to Chance Bays, who carried out his fake and came right out into the left flat on a play-action roll to the left there by C.J. Swift. He finds Bays for 22 yards, and the Rangers have a first down. Perryton with a 21-14 lead. They had it a 21-7 lead at one time after trailing 7-0 early. Had 21 unanswered. Now we'll see if we can get something going here early and not shoot ourselves in the foot. Straight ahead dive. Wide open again. And boy, you running hard as Chance Bays. And he just runs from the 39 as hard as he can run down to the 33-yard line. And that's going to be another, what was that? 11-yard pickup. No, wait a minute. The 39, yes, to the 28. 11-yard pickup by Bays. And once catching and now running the ball straight ahead on the dive, Chance Bays has picked up 2 straight first downs for the Rangers. Early third quarter. Split left, slot left is Vitale. Offset eye to the left, long count, turn, counter drive back to the right. Boy, Josh Java getting behind his blockers is Shane Hodge. Dives for the pylon, touchdown Shane Hodge. It's so quick, but we have a flag where you know it's going to kill the drive again. And another holding penalty for the Perryton Rangers is going to erase a beautiful 28-yard touchdown run by Shane Hodge. Boy, he got in behind the blocking, and he did it so well. I was so much a fan there, I forgot to tell you where he was. But he snuck all the way down to the right pylon, but somebody over there was holding, and the Rangers' big play has often here in this ball game been kicked in the teeth by a holding. Let's see if the Rangers can overcome that 10-yard penalty. 1st and 20 now from the Pampa Harvester 38-yard line. Fake to Hodge, drag pattern, hit and caught first and hit at the same time. Number 9 made the catch, and number 9 made the tackle. On the tackle is Acapito Salazar, and the catch is made there by Braden Werner. And Werner will pick up only 5 yards on the play from the 39. He picked up only 4 yards from the 38 to the 34-yard line. We're at 2nd down and 16 for the Rangers. Split left is Britton Tarango. In the slot is Willie Lopez. Tight right is Werner. Offset eye to the left now. Straight ahead dive comes Chance Bays. Dives around. Just actually dodged the linebacker in front of him. He's dragged down from behind by another linebacker. But Bays will take the play from the 34 down to the 27, a 7-yard pickup. And the Rangers face a 3rd down now and a long 8 yards needed for a 1st down, but they are in 4-down territory, and they're not too far out of Miguel Carnero's field goal range. Rangers lead it by 7 points. That was their halftime lead, 21-14. This is the first series of the second half for either team. Tie right, split left, offset out of the right, straight ahead dive to Chance Bays, and he'll be knocked down short of the 1st down. He needed 8. He picked up what looks like 4 on the play, and it's still going to be some 6 yards short. So he picked up 3 basically on the play. It'll be 4th down and a short 6 for the Rangers.
Chance Bays, a junior, your special teams player of the week for the Rangers last week in that win over Randall, having another good ball game all the way around. 48 yards now on 5 carries for Bays, and the 1 catch there for 22 on this drive.
Well, Pampa captured the momentum right before halftime. Let's see, this is a real big play on 4th down and a little more than 5. Fake, trying to go up the field, going to be hit and dragged down short of the 1st down. Needed 6, basically. Picking up 5 is C.J. Swift as he gets it down inside the 20, but he'll be a yard short of the 1st down, and the Pampa Harvesters defense has held thanks to a holding penalty on the Rangers when Shane Hodge looked like he had him a 28-yard touchdown run a little earlier in this drive. Well, the momentum's still wearing green because the Rangers, even though they moved the ball quite nicely, were unable to score any points off that drive. They now go back on defense with the Harvesters operating from their own 19-yard line. We'll see what Coach Keith Parker has in store here after a halftime conference with his offensive coaches. Alex Clendenning, the quarterback, he'll give to the running back across the formation, hit and knocked down by Josh Garcia. Garcia from his linebacking position. That play is the one that started the game for about a 10-yard drive. Actually, it was the second play after a catch was made by that same offensive player, Braden Hunt. Then they came back with a sweep where he picked up 9. That time, Josh Garcia smelled it out and knocked him down for about a 3-yard loss. 2nd down now, and the ball is back near the 16-yard line. Original line of scrimmage was the 19-yard line. 2nd down and long for the Harvesters, where they have 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and 1 man in the backfield with Alex Clendenning. He'll sprint to the left, wants to throw. Here comes Josh Garcia. He's going to be tackle. The out pattern is going to be in and out of the hands, no good. Good coverage over there by Octavio Palma. The intended receiver that time was one of the split man to the left, and that would be Ryan Jimenez. So
Well,
it's third
that time,
long. Excuse me, Chris.
That time Clendening threw a pretty good ball there on the scramble, under pressure, rolling from right to left. Had that ball pretty much on the mark, but nice coverage over there by Palma. Would have been a tough catch. He couldn't hang on.
Third and long now for Pampa. Two receivers to the right, both with speed, Jimenez and Alexander. Kendrick Alexander is over here even right along the sideline, and one man split left. Wanting to throw, looking left, now looking left, and he's still looking left, trying to throw long. Man there, and it's going to be overthrown. Good coverage by Octavio Palma. The intended receiver that time for the Harvesters was Michael Fisher, who could not catch up with that. It's fourth and long for the Harvesters, so the Rangers defense has done what they needed to do on the first offensive series for Pampa here in the second half. It's going to be a 3-and-out situation, barring any unforeseen trickery, and you don't, as Chris alluded to earlier, try too much trickery when your punter is standing back inside his own 5-yard line. Hodge is just inside Perryton territory at the 47. And the Clendening, the punter, will stand back at his own 3. Snap is back and it's on the way. This is a returnable kick. It's going to be caught by Hodge over his shoulder at the 35-yard line. Hodge circles around, comes back, gets some blockers, going to be hit and knocked down from behind. Good coverage. That's a tremendous punt, because they got 33 yards to midfield and another 50 and a 48-yard punt, and a penalty marker is on the return probably.
Stability. These are not only things you want from your bank, but qualities you expect from your bank. Unfortunately, we've learned that's not always the case with some big city banks. Perryton National Bank has been serving Panhandle people since 1919. During that time, many things have changed. However, some things have not, like our traditional common sense way of doing business. We've made thousands of personal and business loans over the years to hardworking people who have the ability to pay back those loans. We do require basic financial information and credit history with each loan request. This protects you and helps keep the bank strong and stable. Maybe the big city boys should have looked to rural America for a lesson in common sense.
Hi, this is Doug Hale. At Perryton National Bank, you can count on us for strength, stability, and unmatched commitment to our community. Perryton National Bank is a member
So
FDIC.
that penalty occurred at the 44-yard line. A 10-yard penalty will give the Rangers the ball at their own 34 with 7:16 to go third quarter. The Rangers on top of the Harvesters 21-7 have their second possession of the second half. Tie right, split left, turn, fullback, fake. Man wide open is Willie Lopez. It's going to be thrown. Willie dives to make the catch, and they say it was made at the 40-yard line.
Wow.
A beautiful throw and catch, and what a catch by Willie Lopez.
Wow,
34.
I thought from here, Ken, he was out. No way. What a great job to get a toe down over there and drag that foot inbounds.
How about a 26-yard reception there, thrown by C.J. Swift, caught by Willie Lopez, who just went and got it. Made the adjustment when the ball was in the air, and he made a diving catch as he's diving out of bounds in front of the Ranger bench across on the east side of Harvester Field, as the Rangers here in this second half are moving from the south to the north, our right to our left. Tight right, split left, turn. They're going to give it to Hodge up the middle. Hodge is going to be gummed up, and he'll only pick up maybe 2 yards. That's the play he scored on, but that time the linebackers, more importantly the middle linebacker, was there at home for Pampa, and I'm impressed with his ability. Trent Carter, he's also a pretty good running back, but has been used mostly defensively for the Harvesters here tonight. Knocks him down for a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 now for the Rangers as Octavio Palma splits left, and in the slot, I believe that might be Willie Lopez. I'm not sure. Quick pitch coming to the left. Hodge has some blockers out there. He's going to be grabbed and knocked down for a 2-yard loss. Well, they're flying to the ball, and that number 44, who wasn't on the original roster at the first of the year, got there first. He got a little bit of help that time from Juan Martinez and also Trent Carter. So a loss of 3 on the play by Shane Hodge on the sweep to the left, and it's 3rd and 11, and the Pampa defense much more active and much more hustle in their pursuit here on some of these big plays here early second half. Little chewing by the defensive coach at halftime. Yes, probably. Tie left, tie right, split left. 3rd and long Rangers. Turn and counter straight up the middle. Shane Hodge breaks one tackle, spins out of another, and stays on his feet. But the guy grabbed a jersey in the old days when they allowed tearaways. He might have gotten away from that one. So they needed 11, and he'll pick up all but 3 of those. So it'll be an 8-yard pickup for Hodge. He spun down on that tackle that time by Michael Kilgo from his linebacking position, and the number 51 kind of got into a little huff, and Kilgo jumped straight up, got in his face, and cooled him off. Number 51, Robert Douglas, one of the defensive linemen for the Harvesters. 5:10 to go, 3rd quarter. Rangers 21, Harvesters 14. Rangers 4th and 4 at the Harvester 34-yard line. Turn, fake, wanting to throw a CJ, trying to get outside. Has a man there, and it goes through the hands of Braden Werner, and CJ could have run for the first down, but a man wide open was Braden Werner, and don't know if it was perfectly thrown, but it was catchable, and the junior tight end could not come up with the football.
Well, Braden Werner's had a good season so far early on. He's not missed many of those, but that time had one slip right through his hands.
Might have been slightly behind him, but certainly both hands were on the ball for a moment before Braden Werner lost the handle on it. So that 4th and 4 wouldn't go, and Pampa's defense has held twice. The Rangers have held once here second half. 4:59 to go, 3rd quarter. Pampa, trailing by 7, would like nothing more to put a drive together and get this thing all knotted up. 2 splits, double split both ways now. Turn, they're going to give it to running back up the middle, and he is going to be hit and decked by Sammy Gutierrez. The middle linebacker came in there and knocked down Kendrick Alexander before he ever could nearly turn and square his shoulders to the line of scrimmage. And there'll be a slight loss on the play of about a little less than a yard. It'll be 2nd down and a short 11 now for the Harvesters. Nice defensive play from the middle linebacking position there by the 5'11", 180-pound junior middle linebacker for the Perryton Rangers. 2nd and 11 now, Pampa. They have a double split both ways. One man in the backfield. They're going to turn and fake it. Now Clint Denning will keep it up the middle. He's going to be hit and knocked down, but he does pick up a good chunk of yardage. He needed 11. He's going to pick up about 8 of those. It'll be 2nd down and a short 3 needed for the first down. And I faked that running back and just kept it off left guard. Had an opening there for a while. He did more boogieing than he probably needed to. Not real swift of foot as he is. He should have just got what he could get. He might have picked up the first down. It's 3rd and short for Pampa at their own 46-yard line with 3:48 to go, 3rd quarter, trailing the Rangers by 7. Trips receivers to the left. They're going to try the sweep, and he's got room. Good blocking out there. The Rangers are going to string it out, and he's going to dance up the sideline enough for the first down. My goodness, they had a chance to knock him down for a loss. And nice job by Kendrick Alexander to just dance up the sideline, and he needed about 3 and picked up 5. It'll be 1st down and 10. Pampa, their first down of the second half, comes with 3:34 to go, 3rd quarter. And the Perryton Rangers, the Pampa Harvesters have another first down. Pampa with a tight right and a flex left. Wingbacks both left and right. Give it to Alexander, and he's gummed up for a foot or 2. They're going to give him a yard on the play as he gets it up across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Sammy Gutierrez and Jake Holguin, the main defenders that time for the Perryton Rangers.
Ken, what was that final score in that Ranger loss to Bushland a couple of weeks ago, 48-21?
48-21.
Well, in case you haven't noticed, the Rangers lost to a pretty good football team on that night. 4th quarter, Bushland 21, number 1 ranked Stratford Elks 9.
Stratford is a tough Class A unit, but they're playing a team that really has a lot of 5A top athletes. When I'm saying that, I mean excellent 5A. 2 tight ends this time. Double split to the right, fake, rolls to the left. And great job of getting in there on Clendenning and knocking him down for a big loss. And give Jessie Rodriguez a lot of credit. He was all over Clendenning on that bootleg. Clendenning trying to roll left and find Corbin Clifton open, and he found Jessie Rodriguez, number 55, all over him, and he knocks him down for a huge loss. So they had it at the 46. It's now back to the 38-yard line. An 8-yard loss on the play, and it's 3rd and long for Pampa. Well, nice job of Jessie Rodriguez seeing it and reacting as quickly as he did, not giving Clendenning a time to throw the ball. Trips to the left, twin splits to the right. Nobody in the backfield with Clendenning. And the Rangers got the man coverage lined up all across the field. Snap is back. Clendening has a man right in his face. They're all over him. They're going to knock him down for a huge loss. Sammy Gutierrez came through untouched. Clendening dodged him, but he couldn't dodge Josh Garcia, and the Rangers linebackers are all over the Pampa quarterback before he has a chance to even look for a receiver.
Well, the Rangers had not sacked him all night until those two back-to-back plays right there.
Well, that was back at the 38-yard line, the original line of scrimmage. They lose it back to the 27, an 11-yard loss on that play. Clendening the punter, they face it 4th down and 28. And, of course, a punting situation for Pampa. Great defense there by the Perryton Rangers on that series of defensive plays. The snap is back. Clendening gets it off. Good pressure. He's going to get it off, and it's going to be taken by Hodge at the 32-yard line. Drops it momentarily. Tries to get outside to the right. Cuts one. Inside another. And then the flags fly again. Dadgummit. I'd like to tell you how great a run Hodge had as he returns it a bunch. But it's not going to matter. 23 to midfield. And another 18. That was a 41-yard punt. But a huge return, but flags fly just way off from the play action. I'm going to say Pampa.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it was a great return. It was a great return as he took it from the 35 and takes it all the way back 30 yards, 33 yards back down to the 32-yard line in Pampa territory. A great special team return there by Shane Hodge.
What was the penalty? What did they call?
Oh, shoot. I'm not sure. It was not nice, though, whoever in green did that, because it was against the rules, and you can't.
Yeah, that's cheating.
It's not fair.
That's cheating.
Rangers have it 1st and 10 way down inside the 20. Snap back. C.J. Swift has time. Looking at scrimmage right up the middle. 15, 10, 5. C.J. hit it to 3. Powers his way into the end zone. Touchdown. 17-yard touchdown run for the Perryton Rangers senior quarterback, C.J. Swift.
Touchdown, Perryton Rangers.
Wow, just like that, the Rangers take advantage of that big return and that personal foul at the end of it. And now the Perryton Rangers have a 2-touchdown lead once again.
What a tremendous job by CJ. That thing opened up. I wondered if he was going to take it because they just parted like the Red Sea, and he was still patiently looking for a receiver, and finally he was just too good not to take. Takes it in for the score.
Point after attempt is on the tee by Zach Allred, up and good by Miguel Carnero. And with 47 seconds left here in the third quarter, the Perryton Rangers 28, the Pampa Harvesters 14. You're listening to Perryton Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.
DS Design is your premier location for Carhartt workwear. But wait, Carhartt isn't just for work anymore. Come by our store at 212 South Main in Perryton and check out our line of Carhartt for women. While you're there, you should check out our graduation gifts and afghans. We have afghans and blankets for almost any occasion. We also have letter jacket patches for your student as well as a wide assortment of baby gifts. We are Perryton's #1 outlet for Red Wing boots and shoes. Stop by and try on a pair and see how comfortable your work boots can be. Come by DS Design today at 212 South Main in Perryton.
98.3 KXDJ. Big kickoff return of 33 yards by Shane Hodge, and in the personal foul. And on the first play, C.J. Swift in from 17 yards.
Oh, man, he nearly split it. Nice return there by Ryan Jimenez, who took the ball back inside his own 15-yard line and found a way to get it back out to the 27-yard line. And the Rangers only had a couple left. I'm sorry I didn't catch the name of those special teamers who kept him from breaking it big. But the Pampa Harvesters now, they'll spot the ball more like the 28-yard line where the Harvesters will have it 1st and 10 with 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. And the Rangers have the only score of the second half. And the point after by Miguel Carnero gives them a 28-14 lead. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left now. And the running back, Kendrick Alexander, off to the right of Alex Clendening in the backfield for the Harvesters. Long snap is back. He looks right. Pressure coming. Goes in it, and he was under pressure that time from Tyler Heck, and he could not find a wide open, delayed patterned release to the left safety valve, Kendrick Alexander. And by the time he looked, Tyler Heck was giving him heck back there in the backfield, and he throws it into the turf, unsuccessful and incomplete. Not incomplete. I don't think that's the right word.
It was in Balco.
34.5 left here, third quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Harvesters. Again, operating from their own 28-yard line.
They used that word to describe my homework.
Well, that's a universal description. They use that in Muleshoe as well. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. They're going to give it to Kendrick going left. Good blocking out there. He's going to split a couple of the Rangers, but get it up only across the 30 to the 35-yard line. It'll be a 7-yard pickup on the play. It'll be 3rd and 3 there for Pampa. Clock rolling with 20 and counting here, 3rd quarter. Harvesters, who have been averaging over 40 points a game here at home, have 14 on the board, as that will probably be the last play of the 3rd quarter, and it will be. Down to 7-6, the Harvester huddle moving over here to talk to the coaches, and that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. Our score at the end of 3 here in Pampa. Perryton Rangers 28, Pampa Harvesters 14. You're listening to Perryton Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.
To the obituaries and wondered how some people live so long while others' lives are cut so short. There are many questions in life and death that have no answers. Well, I'm Bobby Barnett of the Barnett Insurance Agency. Death may not be fun to think about, but it is certain. And when we go, our families will carry on. And that's why life insurance is so important. We can help you provide and protect your family with the right life plan. Call us today at the Barnett Insurance Agency in Perryton.
Welcome back to Harvester Field here in Pampa on a night that's beautiful night for football. The breeze that was dead still at the start of this game is kicking up down to the southeast at what feels like maybe 10 to 15 or 10 to 20. Pampa with a 3rd and 3 from their own 35-yard line. Turn and gives it to the running. Wide open up the middle comes, and they got a holding penalty on Pampa. I think I saw the flag fly as Kendrick Alexander weaves his way from the 35 across midfield to the Perryton Ranger 45, a 20-yard pickup. But it's where you would expect holding, and that's exactly what we're going to get. Umpire airs it out, and this time it's a big break for the Perryton Rangers.
I don't think it's all that beautiful anymore, by the way. I don't like cold weather. It's a little chilly for me.
It's a little cool up here on top of the world. When Chris mentioned in the pregame high atop Harvester Field, he meant high atop Harvester Field as we're up here on in the crow's nest along with our filmers. Good company, but kind of chilly when that breeze starts kicking up. It's the fall time of the year, and officially it'll all happen next Tuesday. 11:50 to go in the ball game. Pampa 3rd and 13 now after that 10-yard penalty. We'll have 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Clendenning has a snap, steps back, wants to throw. Pressure coming, sidesteps 1. Pressure still coming, sidesteps all, and he's going to be off the rushing, and he's going to get the first down before he's knocked down there by Jake Holguin. But they come at 3rd and 13, and they had, as open as it looked, they had a chance to knock him down 5 yards short of the first down. He needed 13, got 14, and Pampa will keep this drive alive. Sitting there wondering why we didn't stop him where it looked like we could get him on and make it a 4th down and 3 or 4, and he was able to use that 6'4", 207 pounds to get just enough for the first down. So Pampa with the first down now at their own 39-yard line. A lot of time left in this one, especially with the team throwing the ball like they do. You never know. As we wind down to the 11-minute mark, Kendrick Alexander up the middle. Boy, he finds an opening, and he cuts loose. It looked there for a moment he might have dropped the ball. He picks up 11 yards, and this time he has a little opening to start off, and then got up ahead of steam and ran over a tackler and picked up that 11 yards and another Pampa first down. Pampa, who were defeated by the Borger Bulldogs 48-43 in week 1, lost last week by a 14-point margin to Class 4A Big Spring Steers, and lost on the road in week 2 to the Estacada Matadors 41-14. 1st and 10, Pampa at the Perryton 49-yard line. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Wants to throw, fakes. Now he's got a man wide open on the out and up. He had to wait for it at the 32. He's going to cut back. And the Rangers, Jake Hogan, will drag him down to the 20. Ball a little out and up. Now we have a penalty. Oh, you can't. Oh, man, I hope they didn't hurt that young man. Looks like getting up holding his calf is Jessie Rodriguez, and a flag was thrown after the big play was over. Maybe a dead ball foul, personal foul on Pampa. 14 yards before the 15-yard penalty brings it back to a 1st down and 1 for Pampa. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Turn, they're going to give it to Kendrick Alexander. He's going to be hit and knocked down. Beautiful play down low there by Britton Tarango. Josh Garcia and Braden Werner also got a piece of that one. Getting up off that pile as well for the Perryton Rangers defensively. is Fabian Vigret. Fabian kind of boogered up a little on that one. Will go out for this play. It's second down. They'll lose a yard there. Second and 12 for Pampa with 9:46 to go in the ball game. Perryton 24, Pampa 14. Back to throw goes Clendenning. Has plenty of time looking for the drag pattern. It's going to be out of the reach of his favorite receiver, a young man who caught 4 touchdown passes last Friday night. Garrett Erickson could not catch up with that pass across the middle. It's 3rd and 12 for the Harvesters from their own 49-yard line.
Good luck to the Perryton Rangers Red volleyball team, by the way. They'll open District 1-3A play at Lubbock Estacado tomorrow afternoon. JV about 1, varsity about 2. KXDJ welcomes Bill Thrash of Lubbock to our broadcast team. Bill will have that play-by-play for you tomorrow afternoon. Red volleyball right here on KXDJ.
3rd and 12, they're going to give it to Alexander. He gets it off the left side, cuts to the left. He's going to be hit and dragged down short of that first down. Nice open field tackle by Jake Holguin. And he ran a little draw, and he comes downfield behind those trip sets that are all downfield trying to block for Kendrick Alexander. This young man has got a good future here, a 165-pound junior, seeing his first varsity action here as a junior. And shows a lot of what you can't teach, and that's quickness and speed. And he'll pick up what looks like about 10 on that last play. It's 4th and 2. Big play defensively for the Perryton Rangers. A good keying on that Alexander young man might be a good idea here. Rangers jump off sides. It's a free play for Pampa. Across the middle they go. Knocked down there by Octavio Palmo, but they're going to blow it dead and go ahead and access that penalty. So 4th and 2, and the Rangers have a couple that jump off as well. They have 80 yards in penalties on 8 mark-offs. The Rangers have 8 penalties for 65 yards. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Clendenning drops back, wants to throw. Steps up, wide open. Man there, caught there by wide receiver Garrett Erickson from the 36. Just like that, they're down to the 20, and it's another Pampa first down. He had time, and things opened up that time. It looked like that Clendenning could have run, but that 16-yard completion to Garrett Erickson gives the Harvesters a 1st and 10 at the Ranger 20. 8:27 to go in the ball game. Turn, give Alexander off right tackle, finds a hole, busts his way across the 15 and battles down inside the 10. Another first down as Kendrick Alexander will pick up another first down. Might have called his name Anderson. It started with an A, but it's Kendrick Alexander. He'll line up on the right of Clendenning. 1st and goal at the Ranger 9. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Snap. Going to give it to him again. Tries to get outside. A beautiful defensive play. Knocks him down for no gain. Who is it? Jessie Rodriguez. Jessie's kind of beat up out there tonight, folks, but that was a great open field tackle right there by Rodriguez. He was the only one in the vicinity. He's shaken up just a bit, but he'll stay in there. It's his 2nd and goal to go now at the Ranger 11-yard line. Boy, what a defensive goal line stand this would be as far as momentum. Rolling to the right, wanting to throw. Pressure coming, and throw is thrown. It's going to be caught and out of bounds around the 5-yard line. Now they'll say the 5.5-yard line. Caught there by Garrett Erickson. And it has it 3rd and goal at the Ranger 6-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line.
Actually,
Jesse Rodriguez, Ken, is really hurting out there right now. It looked like he hurt his elbow or his forearm on that last tackle, and he's really trying to fight it off and tough it out. But it's really hurting him right now.
He's a tough kid, and he is a valuable player for these Rangers. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Rolling to the left, wanting to throw. Now he steps up, tries to score. A nice shoestring tackle down low by Jake Holguin. Will knock him down at the 7-yard line. I thought he was at the 2. It actually loses a yard and a half on the play. Right. And it'd be 4th down and 7. Pampa with 7:25 to go. Now about 2 touchdowns. Will forego that field goal attempt, it appears, and go for it on 4th and 7. The biggest play of the game defensively for the Perryton Rangers coming up right here as the clock rolls down to 7:12 and counting in the ball game. And now Pampa wants a timeout. No, timeout Perryton with 7:11 to go. Timeout on the field. It'll be 4th and 7 when we come back at the 7-yard line in Perryton territory. The Rangers over the Harvesters 28-14. You're listening to Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ. Welcome back to Pampa. Ken Splawn and Chris Samples with Ranger football. 7:11 to go in the ball game. 4th and goal to go at the Perryton 7 for the Harvesters, moving toward that north end zone. And the Rangers' big defensive effort here will be a huge one if they can come up with it on 4th and goal to go. Back to throw goes Clendenning, wants to throw deep in the right corner. It's up and knocked down by a great defensive play by C.J. Swift. Boy, he was there. It was going to be an out pattern to Garrett Erickson, and C.J. Swift knocked it down, and the Perryton Rangers have held at their own 7-yard line.
Boy, and Samuel Gutierrez got there and put the pop on Clendenning just as he let that football go, too.
Clendenning reminds me of what you find in this kind of offense, a big old strong-arm kid who not necessarily is all that mobile. He's shown a little bit of mobility here tonight, but mainly he just likes to sit in there and fire that football, of which he's done plenty of tonight. 7:05 to go in the game. The Rangers have it 1st and 10 from their own 7-yard line. Long count by C.J. Turn and give up the middle. Shane Hodge off the left side. Hit and drag down from behind. He had a good hold there as he moves it from the 7. And now we have a flag thrown as number 63 was back there with C.J. in there on the pressure for the defense for the Harvesters would be Jessie Jimenez. Personal foul on Perryton. 1st and now about 13 and a half for the Rangers from about their own 3. Tight right split up, straight ahead quarterback sneak. C.J. Swift powers his way from the 3 back out to about the 8. He'll pick up 5. It'll be 2nd down now, and about 8 needed for the 1st down. It out there pretty close to the 9-yard line.
2nd and 9 for the Perryton Rangers.
Now they'll move it back a bit and call it 2nd and 9 from the 8. Perryton with a 28-14 lead, 6:30 to go in the game, and they're not too worried about letting that clock roll. 2nd down and 9 for the Rangers. Tight right and split left. Offset eye to the left. Wing to the right, straight ahead dive. No, fake. CJ's got it on the quarterback option. Cuts back at the 25-20. Cuts back across the field. Picks up blockers at the 30-35. CJ outside to the 45-50. Into Pampa territory down to the 42-yard line. He faked it straight ahead and faked me out as Chance Bays went straight ahead on the dive fake. And from the 8-yard line, they get 42 to midfield. And they'll tack on 9 more on that, a 51-yard keeper by quarterback C.J. Swift. And I would say that the Rangers are now out from under the shadows of their own goalpost as they have it 1st and 10 at Pampa's 41-yard line. Big, big play, and he had me faked, and what a nice job of cutting back and picking up some downfield blockers.
Well, when you got the likes of Shane Hodge out there, Ken, you forget sometimes how nifty of a runner C.J. Swift is, but he's got some speed and some quickness and a smart runner too. Follows blockers, nice cutbacks.
1st and 10 at the 41, straight ahead dive this time. Chance Bays has it across the 30, barrels his way into the safety and runs over him for a few more yards. Hits him short of the 25 and gets it down to the 22. It's a 19-yard pickup for Chance Bays on the straight ahead dive. Yeah, another thing, Chris, that we forget is how much these guys that are key players for the Rangers go both ways. They look tired. I asked Shane Hodge this week when I saw him up at the high school, do you sleep good on Friday nights? And he just smiled and said, yeah, I really do. I sleep real good. He's beat to a pulp every Friday night and sleeps probably till noon on Saturday. Certainly would if I could, if I were him. I don't usually get beat up that much anymore. 5:28 to go in the ball game. 1st and 10 to go. Rangers at the Pampa Harvester 22-yard line. Rangers with a 2-touchdown lead and trying to put this one away. Counter, give it to the Hodge, and he's going to be gummed up. The blockers couldn't get through there, and so it wasn't open. He's going to be knocked down there defensively by the strong safety, and that's Zach Organ. So Oregon knocked him down, and the Rangers with some big old 1st downs here in this 4th and final quarter.
We know why you can't sleep till noon.
Too old.
You got to get up and go to the bathroom at 7 o'clock.
Well, that happens at 3 and again at 5. And well, maybe not that often. 4:42 to go in the ball game. Now 4:40 and counting. Rangers have control of the ball in a 2-touchdown lead as they have it 2nd down and 10 in territory. Fake little drag pattern, caught out in the left flat by Chance Bays, turns it up to 10, runs over a tackler at the 10 down to the 5. Chance Bays running tough as he makes the catch on a bootleg fake Shane Hodge, and from the 22 down to the 5. It's a 17-yard reception by Chance Bays. And CJ's doing it with his arm and his legs here in this fourth quarter.
How much did you say, Ken?
That's a 17-yard pickup to Chance Bays. First and goal to go, Rangers at the 5-yard line.
I'm telling you, he could run around a few of those tacklers, but Chance doesn't want to.
No, he kind of drew a bead on that safety that time, and co-captain Lionel Madrid, the free safety for the Harvesters, they said, "My gosh, that was a hard hit." Tie left, split right, offset out of the right, give to Shane Hodge off the right, down to the 3, breaks a tackle, falls into the end zone, touchdown Rangers. 5-yard touchdown run by Shane Hodge. And with 3:59 to go in the ball game, the Rangers have tacked on another one, and they lead the Harvesters by 3 touchdowns now as they move toward a 3-1 record here on the young season.
And a drive that began just 3 minutes and 6 seconds ago on their own 7-yard line.
Amazing. Really amazing. Fun to watch as the Rangers are in control of this ball game. Stopped them on a 4th and goal at the 7, and it didn't take them long to cover a 93-yard march, and with the penalty, actually a 97-yard march. This point after is up and good. And with 3:59 to go in the ball game, our score from Pampa, the Perryton Rangers, 35. The Pampa Harvesters, 14. This is Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.
The term talk is cheap. It means saying it is one thing, doing it is another. Our hometown is an example. Those of us who love Perryton give more than lip service. We live here, work here, and invest here because our commitment is here. That's our heart at Perryton National Bank. We know that when people live at home, shop at home, buy at home, bank at home, we're investing in Perryton's future. When our plumbing backs up or our cars break down, we're thankful to be able to make a local call and have local people come get us going again. And we believe as we support the local business, it's helping our community become stronger. Because after all, we're all in this together. We do more than talk about being from Perryton because actions speak louder than words. If you're looking for a bank with this kind of commitment to your hometown, come home to Perryton's Bank.
Got your new Kubota. We're your Kubota dealer. 710 North Main in Perryton.
Kickoff down, taken by Jimenez at about the 15-yard line. He'll fight his way up across the 25, knocked down there by Braden Verner on special team coverage for the Ranger kickoff coverage. And so Pampa will go back on offense at their own 26-yard line with 3:53 to go in the ball game, trailing the Rangers by 3 touchdowns.
Bushland over Stratford. It is a final 35-9 is that one. Canadian putting it on Shamrock 54-6. That a third quarter score. And the Canadian Wildcats come to town, take on these Perryton Rangers next week that are going to be going into that ball game 3-1 here, leading the Pampa Harvesters 35-14. Ken, that could be a good ball game next week.
Yeah, we got to hope so. We know how good Canadian is and have been over the last couple of years with those championship teams. But Rangers, though, with a 3-1 record, have got to feel pretty good about themselves. They're going to turn and give it to the running back, Kendrick Alexander, and he's going to be hit. Looked to me like Britton Tarango might have been the first man on that tackle. Let's see if, yes, it is Britton Tarango, number 30, and a little bit of help from his friends. Looking forward to that, Chris. Caprock Longhorns out of District 3-4A had a 6-0 lead on Delhart in Delhart tonight, but they trail it now 14-6, 10-3, or in the third quarter. So Delhart with 2 quick touchdowns there in the second half. First and 10. Second down and 10. Here comes the Harvesters rolling, and he throws, and it's going to be caught right off the, now I say it bounced into the receiver. Trying to make that catch at the shoestrings was Michael Fisher as Clendenning rolled in the left, threw it into the turf first, and it'll be third down and 3rd and 8. 2-yard pickup there by Kendrick Alexander on that first down moments ago. Incompletion does stop the clock with 3:16 to go. Pampa trailing the Rangers 35-14. Harvesters with a 3rd and 8 from their own 28. They'll have Alexander to the left of Clendenning in the backfield. 2 men split each way. Good pressure coming up the middle, throwing it into the turf again. Nice job of getting loose, coming free up the middle, and I'm trying to see if I got that number correctly. That's number 66 for the Rangers. And that will be Tavish Leitner. Tavish Leitner lit up quarterback Clendening just as he threw the ball. Incomplete. It's going to be 4th and 8. Clendening in punt formation. And Shane Hodge will stand back at his own 36-yard line. The line of scrimmage is the 28-yard line in Pampa territory. So the Rangers have come in here tonight, and it appears now, unless some crazy things happen, that they are going to spoil Pampa's 2009 homecoming. Bad snap. Clendening gets it off. It's end over end and heading toward the left sideline. Gets a Pampa roll, and it will roll out of bounds. It goes from 128 to the other. And so that's a 44-yard kick off the toe of Alex Clendening, and the Perryton Rangers will have it at their own 28-yard line.
The ball will be marked at the Perryton 28-yard
I
line.
think I missed the punt earlier, and I know I did, so just correct that while I'm here. Perryton Rangers have the football at the 28-yard line with 3:02 to go in the ball game. And we see it, like you should see, a lot of backups out there on the field now for the Rangers. And I like to see that, as the Perryton Rangers have Zach Allred in there at quarterback. Behind the backup lineman, straight ahead dive. Nice little hit and spin there by Colby McKinley. McKinley will battle his way from the 28 out to the 33, a 5-yard pickup on his first carry of his varsity career. And there have been a few guys by the name of McKinley, been pretty good football players over the years for Perryton.
I've heard.
Started back in the 50s with a guy named Earl, who played at West Texas after his high school days. And then he had a son named Mike that was pretty good, and a nephew named Jeff that wasn't bad. And yeah, the McKinleys have etched their names in the history of Perryton football. 2nd and 5 now for the Rangers. They have the ball outside their own 33. Zach Allred is your quarterback. Long count. He'll turn and give to the tailback off left guard. Goes Sammy Gutierrez to the 40. Gutierrez is outside the 45. Gutierrez 50. He's going to be hit, slung out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Boy, you talk about a big gainer, but I think I see a flag down by the head linesman across the way. That's not a flag, it's a towel. Rangers had it at their own 33-yard line. They get 17 to midfield plus another 7, so it's a 24-yard pickup. But the head linesman was talking to the guy in the white hat, and we'll see if it's face mask on the Harvesters. So you're going to get that 24-yard pickup by Sammy Gutierrez.
You know, how you see an old high school teammate after many years and it automatically brings back memories? We treasure those relationships, don't we? We're the same way at Security Insurance. I'm Clint Allred. We value our relationships with you, our customer. We work hard to get you the best protection for your dollar, and the personal customer service you deserve is a local phone call away when you need us. You won't get that with an 800 number or a lizard. At Security Insurance, we're proud to sponsor our Rangers and Rangerettes.
Well, a nice crowd of Perryton Ranger fans across the way, and not as huge as you'd like, but that's big visiting stands here in Pampa make it look like a smaller crowd than it probably really is. You got to be impressed with the homecoming crowd here in Pampa, a team that came into this game with an 11-game losing streak, and they had a capacity crowd on this huge home side here tonight. Fullback up the middle, going to be hit and knocked down for a 2-yard gain. McKinley will get maybe 1 out of the play as it takes it from the 29 to the 28-yard line.
2nd and 9 for the Rangers.
Trying to block up front. We got to get some of those names out there to you. On the right tackle right now, we have Rodrigo Rodriguez. The right guard is Tavis Leitner. Not sure who the center is, but I think they may have Zach Barnes in there at center. He also plays a lot of tackle. We're trying to see who that is on the left side for the Rangers as well, if we can get some of those numbers. I believe they have, I got to make sure I got the numbers right. Straight ahead of Sammy Gutierrez, weaves his way left, right, left again, and he's going to be picking up good yardage, and then they throw a flag at the end of it. He moves it from the 28 down to the 10. It's going to be an 18-yard now down to the 12. It's going to be a 16-yard pickup. Flags fly where you might expect a little extracurricular activity behind the play, and it's going to be a holding penalty.
Hometown people, we're hometown people that you know. We're hometown people that you know.
Perryton National Bank.
Threatening to add on another score and another nail in the Harvester coffin.
Zach Allred takes this snap, 32 seconds to go, and goes to knee, and that should be the last play of the ball game. As the Ranger backup offense says that's enough. Coach Neil Hugg, Coach John Copeland, Joe Schollenberger, and the other offensive coaches say that's enough. As the clock winds down, the Perryton Rangers have come into Pampa tonight favored by 4 in the Emerald Globe News, by 7 in the Harris ratings, win it by 21. The final score, the Perryton Rangers 35, the Pampa Harvesters 14. This is Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.